Hello everybody, welcome into your intention reading for the week. Got all the cards shuffled, pulled, ready to go, so let's get going. First card up out of one of my favorite decks, Soul Journey deck, Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And then also in the Angel deck, Ask and Receive. All right, so being open, maybe notice this week when you start to feel a little judgment popping in. Maybe take a breath, a step back, and start to try to see another side of the situation. All right, and then a lot of cards out here too for friends, celebration. Got the Three of Cups out, which is a big celebration card. So definitely connecting maybe more with friends this week. Maybe watching if you're doing a little too much celebrating. And then over here too, we also got Hathor in the Sacred Mothers and Goddess deck, which says celebrate life. So definitely two celebration cards coming in this week. So maybe even two situations. Also the 11th house friends card. So the 11th house to do with friendships. You know, it can be your close circle of friends, but also collective. So maybe even having new friends coming in, finding more of kind of that soul tribe, your group. So it can be your close circle or again, more of kind of a collective energy. Also this card, the corresponding tarot card is the Three of Cups. So again, actually three kind of energies here. Celebrating friends. Which is awesome. All right, then we've got number 2, the development and growth card. Out of a new deck that I got, this Egyptian Star Oracle. So also if you see any cows this week, right, take that as a message or a sign or just a symbol of positivity, but development and growth this week as well. I was reading some of the messages in the book that came with this, and it talks through a bunch of different things, and of course specifically with Egyptian context. And the cow was talking about in the book, where it talks about cow or darkness, and darkness not really being necessarily something bad or negative, right? As we have this resurrection card, California Poppy also, but more of a period of sort of gestation, or, you know, that period of darkness where things need to rest and settle before they can really kind of then be fully, you know, come to fruition or come out. So that needed rest, gestation period, to really help growth and development. But also with that, then I might have to get out the card to totally remember exactly what it was saying, but the cow is celebrated in Egypt, and during this time and during this second decan, during this astrological period, the cow actually turns into Hathor, so sort of representing that period of darkness over and then moving into more of that period of celebration and light. So a lot of synchronicities also in this reading and just different connections between the different cards. So I'm kind of learning more with that deck. So letting that also be a thing, right? Sometimes you have to have a period where you take in information, time. Here we also got this books, writing, words. Could even be something you've been dreaming about as well. We've also got the social media card here too. Okay, so for some of that, again, development and growth, maybe there's a new area of study that you want to take on, or just something that you're diving into literally for development and growth, classes, books, maybe a new subject or something like that. So really having that tie in there, but then also with the social media, again, that's another way to connect, right? To connect with friends, to even find new groups, even maybe new areas, right? A new way to connect with people maybe you're more aligned with. You know, sometimes, you know, social media, depending on what you're reading and what type of information you're taking in or absorbing, can sometimes be a little negative or a little in your face, right? There can be a lot of that kind of energy. But taking it more in a way where you can, again, connect, celebrate, right? If you're into something specific, maybe finding some of those groups to connect with. Also, the crystal card that came out this week. How beautiful. I don't know a lot about this crystal. Cavansite? I honestly am not sure how to say it. It's got a beautiful blue tone on the back too. Expand your consciousness. So again, with empathy, being open, right? Being open to other perspectives, being open to working with others or connecting with friendships, being open to celebrating, right? Versus maybe focusing on the negative. Also, who needs it? Storytellers, soothsayers, healers, therapists, psychics. Where to put it? Whenever you translate inspiration into written or spoken word. So again, books, writings, words. Whether you are more of a speaker, talker, storyteller, like to connect and share that way, or maybe literally writing, this might be a stone to help you with those connections. Spirit of the North popped in. I've also been seeing the number 31 a lot lately, so I just knew one of these cards was going to come out with the number 31 today. So Spirit of the North, really connecting not only with your own intuition, maybe getting some of that more kind of rest energy, being willing to find that period of darkness and just closing in, finding stillness. But also getting outside. And if you can't actually physically do that or take that time, right, to travel up north, you know, take a moment to just think about it, visualize it, close your eyes. What does your up north area look like? Right where I am, I've got lots of forests, trees, pine needles, fresh air. You know, what do you envision? If you're having an extra hard time getting grounded, literally go pick up a rock or some dirt. Just take off your shoes, step outside in bare feet. But really being open as well to when you find stillness, what messages might come in. And then the 13 Moons card popped out along with believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Okay, blue moon is the 13th moon. So like I said, we've got a lot of kind of synchronicities between the different cards. We've got the cow turning into Hathor, pulled the Hathor card. 11th house friends. Corresponding card, 3 of cups. Now we've got blue moon, 13 moons. Okay, so the blue moon is the 13th moon in the year. So with this one, believing the impossible. So when you can be open in that way, right? Ask and receive. Believe you're going to get it. Really having that full-hearted emotion, feeling, hope, thought in your heart, in your head. Sending that out with gratitude, but also with belief. Okay, so being open again to asking and receiving, to being a little more still, grounding down, sending out the thoughts, the energy of what you want, and believing it can happen, because it can. Possibilities are limitless in this universe. A lot of these cards too have a lot of this sort of starry, I don't know if you can see that on here, kind of starry, sparkly, light, stardust. And this writing card kind of in the background here, and the Spirit of North card. So a lot of those. So believing in that possibility, right? We're all made of stardust. Think of each of those little specks as a dream, as a hope, as an option, as something that can come true. Okay, and then with that blue moon card connecting to the 13 moons card, which kind of connects back to, I'm making a mess here, connects back to even the spirit of the North, right? Just older ways of doing things. I just got this card 2 weeks ago too. It's kind of funny. Some of these do tend to pop up frequently for me. This one as well, actually, quite often. But anyway, 13 moons. So an old way of tracking time. This could also be a good time to maybe look into, I don't know, just things about your ancestry, your culture, even your family history, different things along that line.
Mom,
Yeah.
look at the bracelet I made.
Cute, honey. That looks amazing.
And I got my beads all organized.
I love it, honey.
So it's easier to make bracelets now, because when it fell out yesterday, I just put them in the, put all of them back in without organizing them, so it's easier to make bracelets now.
Good. I love it. Thank you for showing me, honey. Okay, my daughter just popped in. I totally lost my train of thought, but her bracelets look amazing. And I'm glad she showed that to me. All right, then we have some animal spirit messages as well over here. Emotion card this week. Just notice when you're feeling scared. Right, scared bear. Anytime you see a bear pop up this week as well. Just know that you are supported and guided, and you are brave. Right, so feeling threat, feeling danger. This can come up too, you know, depending, let's say you are doing something new, or maybe have a new group of friends, something like that. There is something you're hoping, waiting for, asking, waiting to receive, right? Maybe that you're anxious about. All of those can bring on also kind of this feeling of fear when we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so letting go of maybe having to have all the answers. Letting go of having to know how everything's going to work out, and maybe just taking more of that celebration energy this week, right? Even if all the big hopes and dreams and things, you're still waiting on those to come in and happen, right? Celebrating some of your smaller accomplishments, right? And small is still big. That's how you get there, right? But finding that gratitude energy, happiness, bringing more of that type of energy into your field, right? Instead of this murky thoughts or even mice, right? They're sort of chewing everything up, getting into everything, deteriorating. So really focusing your energy this week on the situations, relationships, activities, right, that light you up a little bit more, that make you feel more full, more happy, right, less stuck, more expansive. Then we've got Eagle as well, number 16, right, to remind you there are no obstacles. Okay, so when something feels like it's stuck in your way, blocking you, right, and you start getting in your head, worrying, fear, thinking the worst. Okay, Eagle's here to remind you that you can soar above all that. Again, with that gratitude focus, your strength, perseverance, through your development and growth. All right, you can overcome, you can make it through. And then finally, Beta Spirit of Wolf. Okay, so wolf messages coming through as well this week. The wolf card, I'm going to grab the book actually, because it had a few things in there as I was flipping through that really, I feel like, connected most of this together. I'm not going to read through the whole thing because each card in this book is awesome. This is the white light oracle. But they give in-depth interpretation of each of the cards. Okay, but I'll read the beginning and then talk through some of the other parts of it. So Beta of Spirit Wolf. Give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition. Commit to your tasks and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issue. Okay, so Wolf Spirit, reiterating what Eagle's reminding you, right? You can soar above those obstacles. You can handle any issue. Also coming in with giving yourself enough rest. Okay, these cards specifically, right? Rest, ground, slow down. Don't be afraid to find that stillness. Beta waves. There it is. The beta waves are active waves. Right? Those are the ones that keep us productive, getting things done, staying focused, motivated, developing, growing, out, connecting. Okay, but Wolf is actually reminding us we need balance of that. When we live in beta waves too often, that's where stress takes over. Right? When we're unable to drop into some of those slower, more restful brain waves, That's when the stress waves are just constantly running. Okay, stress, autoimmune diseases, right? Sleeplessness, sickness, all the things that can come along with that. So reminding us to rest, definitely, right? Tying into the owl spirit, the California poppy card, and also number 31, Spirit of the North. Additionally, some of the other messages, so guiding through uncertainty, of course, with Eagle, tying that in, right? Moving past that fear. Not being afraid to slow down, actually understanding that that is what will rejuvenate you and keep you moving. Okay, so you are resourceful. You're able to slow down so you can focus and move and get what you want. Also, though, wolf spirit is also a bonding, right? Wolves are bonding animals. They're social animals. So also tying in to our Three of Cups energy, our celebration energy, friends, connecting, celebrating life. But then also, again, the intuition side, knowing you can handle things, knowing that you, right, when you follow your intuition, can be on the right path, listen to your messages from spirit or yourself, right, or the nature around you, signals your body sends you, right, and you can take all that information and overcome whatever obstacles might be in your way, right, believing in the impossible. So that is it today, right? This week, taking on an approach of, right, being open. So again, open to seeing another side, open to believing you can get what you want, open to focusing on celebration, connections, friends. Open to getting in touch, either with ancestry, older ways, or just nature. Right? Go stargazing, look at the moon, right? Maybe something at nighttime when things are really still and slow, so you can really hear. I am open. All right, there it is this week, your weekly intention reading. I am open. I hope something here resonated, made sense, connected with you. I hope you have an open and beautiful week.